be like, well, yo, hello. No, in opposition, the question is like, nah. All right, so let me ask you this: what was your biggest challenge you faced after being released back into society?
My biggest challenge?
Yeah.
My temperament.
What do you mean?
Like working on jobs and the boss man trying to talk crazy to me, it was hard for me to adjust to that. Like I had like 3, 4 jobs.
What was your first job?
Working at a mechanic shop.
You're a mechanic?
It was just a job I got. Working at, I was like, they were teaching me how to change, or basically I was cleaning the shop. They were supposed to teach me how to change oil and all this stuff here.
Yeah.
But I was basically just cleaning up the shop, basically.
Okay. This somebody you knew, or you just went out?
I went through this program when I was locked up. I had scored real high on my GED.
Okay.
So back then, it was a black guy that was over the education department. I don't got the black guy name, but I got pictures. He came into prison, took pictures with me and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they started setting it up as I was getting released. I got out, I had my social security card, my ID, everything was already lined up with a job.
Mm-hmm.
First day I walked up out of prison.
Dang.
I walked out with a job.
How much time had you served?
11 years.
Yeah, and served 11 years. So I'm trying to, this interview is specifically about the outside, so that's really what I'm trying to focus in on. How have you changed as a person since your release? You probably been home about 20-some years.
Yeah, I've been out since 2002.
Damn, that's 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
You've been home for a long time. And you never went back.
I ain't going back. Never been in no handcuff.
Okay, so let me get off the question that I have. How, with recidivism, which is the rate in which individuals return back to prison, being so high, especially in the southern states, specifically the state of Georgia, they're not expecting you to stay home. It used to be 18 months. Now it's like 12, in certain situations, 8. How have you managed to stay out for 23 years and have never gone back?
Okay. I'll say that because people don't understand. The same, whoever you were when you went in, you're gonna be that same person when you get out. You ever know? So? Yeah, you ever know the people that you know in prison that you know on the street? They were always in trouble, always in trouble, always in trouble. They go to prison, they come back out and get in trouble again. Versus the people that just got caught up at that moment and caught a charge and did time and they get out. They don't get in trouble no more. They got caught up on the humbug. I was never a troublemaker growing up. I used to steal cars and stuff like that, but the stuff I had got into, that was never me. I was more into getting some money on some pimping type stuff.
Yeah.
I was never no straight out armed robber out here just doing all crazy stuff. So when I got out, went back to being the ladies' man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd be like whoever you are when you went, you just gonna be an older version of that person. I got a lot of friends. They've always been in trouble all their life. Did 20 years, get out and go back. Keep going back, cause that's how they always been.
I want to disagree with you, bro, but that shit accurate, bro. Cause I was like, even with myself, I'm like, bro, you out here, you doing some good stuff in the community, such, and I just have a natural love for people or the underprivileged. Bro, I went back and looked through my yearbook in sixth grade, bro. I wrote a letter, and they put it in now 7th grade, and it was like, I am black. What do you see? I was always on this, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's what you're saying.
You just an older version of what you was in the beginning.
All it is, bro. I was just, that's wild that you would say that though. But I'm saying even within that though, bro, I'm pretty sure the people that came to you and like, I got this for sale, I got that for sale, I got this going on, this right here. It ain't gonna take a whole lot. All we need is this.
I had a cousin that really, I had 2 cousins that really looked out for me when I got out. And I got one, he was the street guy.
Yeah.
And I went to him like, hey, cuz, let me get this, let me get that, let me get this. He's like, dude, you just got out.
Yeah.
You don't even know who the police is.
Yeah.
He went and gave me a stack. Said, now get out of my house.
Yeah.
So he showed me love right then because he could have gave me some work and let me go back to what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Which I ain't never been no drug dealer.
Right.
So I'm really finna go out here and crash out. You know what I'm saying?
Not for real.
But he like, look, dude, go on out there and do something else, dude. You don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Then I had another cousin that was in the entertainment business, so he looked out for me too. So life was kind of easy for me getting out, but I still had that thing in my mind that I'm not going to depend on nobody.
Right.
So I want to get my own thing. So I started working jobs to where I'm swinging on my boss, man, because I had a problem with the way folk talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that was getting me in a lot of trouble. Then I had to start thinking about, like, dang, dude, you finna end up going back to prison about fighting.
How many people you think you swung on?
About 3, 4. I worked at a hotel, and I was at the hotel, and I was making like $6.25 an hour. And I was trying to get in the engineering department where you go up to $17.
Mm-hmm.
But my supervisor, old Hayden dude, he was like a Pakistani or something. He was my supervisor. Now, everybody on my in my little part of the hotel, they were African.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just like honky dory, they do their job and don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was on the women. I was on all the women in the hotel, everybody, all the women messing with me. And my supervisor had a little attitude about me talking to all the females. And he really took it to another level when he found out me and his secretary was cool outside of work.
Right.
So one day he seen me with his secretary, we were just having lunch. So he made it his business to just come out the mouth sideways to make me look bad in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't say nothing. So later on that day, me and my buddy and them back there supposed to be doing our job, and we finna clean up and stuff. And my supervisor went into the bathroom, and I told the African dude, watch the door. He's like, what's up? I'm finna slap the shit out of dude. And I went in the bathroom, I smacked the shit out of there, and I came back up out of there. They call us HR. HR like, what happened? I said, I don't know what y'all talking about. And HR like, well, you ain't got no witnesses, ain't nothing they can do about it.
Right.
But he ain't mess with me no more. So I had to let him know, like, dude, you ain't gonna play with me like that, man. Now I was real bad about people talking crazy. That was my biggest issue. People talking crazy.
You still had that chain game.
Fight or flight. You got to get it right then.
All right. What misconception do people still have about former offenders, even after decades of freedom?
Say that again, man.
What misconception do people still have about former offenders, even after decades of freedom?
I don't think nobody got no misconception of people that been out for decades, because once they get to meet, most people I know been out for decades. You don't know. You don't even know they've been locked up unless they tell you. Yeah. Like the average person, like I don't been in jobs, man, and I say yes sir so much that people like, where you stationed at? I said Alto. And they don't realize I'm talking about a prison. They thought I've been in the military because I say yes sir so much. And my kid used to mess with me, said, Dad, why you tell that girl yes sir? She's 16. I said, I talk to people the way I want them to talk to me. Yeah. No matter what your age is, I'm gonna address you the same way I want you to address me.
Ain't nothing wrong with some respect, bro. It'll
get you a long way, exactly.
No, for real, bro. I just be like, just me. Even with best day of my life, I was just at the DeKalb County juvenile court. It was waiting to hear. They was like, ask him how you doing. I was like, it's the best day of my life. It's every day the best day. It's just an energy. It's just, and I'm always respectful, bro. Always from them. Yes, ma'am. Yep. Opening doors. It just go a long way.
Yeah, a long way.
Stop a whole lot of your battles if you just treat humans the way humans should treat you. Did you ever struggle to find employment or housing because of your record?
No, that was the easy part. Employment was the easy part.
Because you had people.
No, not on that. Just you listen to me long enough, I get the job. Yeah. Like one thing you know how to do, you learn how to talk.
Some of us.
Yeah, and I know the first thing, man, every interview I went to, man, I say the magic word. They're like, when can you start? I'm like, right now. I'm like, right now.
I always say.
Yeah, I say I got my boots and stuff in the car. Whenever you need. And then I don't know how to laugh my way into certain situations. Yeah. Once you get a laugh, you kind of got the job. You know what I'm saying?
Almost like a shot of air.
Yeah.
You start laughing. Somebody getting done. But yeah, I always, when can you start? Well, yesterday. What you talking about? I'm already on your clock. And be your best work.
Exactly. All day.
You don't want to get crazy. I'm letting you get me right now. Look, you want to get more money right now? You ain't never seen nobody work like that.
Exactly. Yep.
If all I got to do is talk myself into the job interview, it's over.
It's done. Yeah, it's over with.
What advice would you give to? I already asked that question. There ain't no advice you could. Is there advice you could have gave to your younger self?
Yeah. Prison was the best thing that ever happened to me.
That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. Because I'm gonna die. This interview is strictly for after. Because a lot of people, most people that go to prison can't stay out. That's a sad reality to it.
Yeah.
Why do you think that most people that go to prison go right back?
It's just who they are. They've been in and out of juvenile all their life. That's all they know. Being locked up, being told what to do.
I don't want to disagree so bad, bro. But it's just like so. What is it that you? Is there a such thing as rehabilitation then?
I ain't gonna say it. I don't think it is. Cause your mind, like till you get a certain age, your mind is going to do what it's always been doing.
Right.
If you always been a fighter, you gonna always. I got partner now be getting mad at me. They in and out of jail and I won't get them no money. Oh nigga, when I see you, I'm gonna beat you up. Nigga, you 56, dude. It just you are who you are. What can you do with me at 56? I'm 50 I'm calling the police, dude. I'm finna violate your parole and everything. We too old for that. But when you hear somebody over 50 saying stuff like that, oh, when I see you on site, like,
come on, man.
I'm like, where you want to meet at? Cause I had a folk waiting on you. So you get there. Cause that's it. That's their mindset. They always been that person. I bet you can't name one of your friends that they got caught up on an accident, locked up. This time got out and he went back. We don't go back. I'm glad I went at that moment because what I was doing was getting a little work. It was getting badder and badder as I was doing. Mm-hmm. But me going to prison, no, hell no. That ain't for me, dude.
You know what though, bro? I actually, when I first came home, I had a little time in there where I was like, I could have got caught up with some nonsense and went right back, but had the bejesus scared out, and I was getting some money. Bro, I had a dream. When we was at Alto, I used to have a dream that I was free. And bro, I got out here one night and had a dream that I was in Alto. I don't even know if it was just a prayer, but I could feel the coldness of the wall. I could smell the oranges. Bro, I could smell the toothpaste, that little stupid toothpaste. Mm-hmm. Scared me, bro. I'm talking about, I was crying. I was like, man. But it still took more. I went to church. I used to go back in my court days. I used to go to church on New Year's Eve. And I had this lady come up and tell me, she was just like, don't nobody know what you're doing. She said, but if you keep doing it, them little 10 years you did gonna seem like a weekend. She said, you're gonna go to jail and you ain't gonna never come back. Then she started naming stuff. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, cause at first I was like, my mom been talking to her. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, mama ain't know that. I promise you, bro, whatever I had going on, I was like, this right here, riding down the street, throwing stuff out the window. I was like, if I can get it like this, you have had a clear warning from God, little stupid ass boy. If you don't get it together, you going back. And bro, that broke me. It broke me for real. But okay, so then if that's the case with people who going into prison, how do we stop some of these kids that is like they bent on going? It seems like they bent on going.
We don't tell them the truth.
All right, please touch on that.
Everybody try to say the biggest myth: snitches get stitches. Lies. People getting raped every day in prison. Lies, for real. Niggas fucking cause they want to fuck in that motherfucker.
Some people is getting raped.
Yeah, but think about it. If you're in the dormitory and the dude watching you, and you feel something ain't right, and you tell the police, what the police gonna do?
They gonna lock you down.
Exactly. Or they gonna put his ass in the hole. Right. So it's a way around that. So if a nigga getting fucked in there because he want to get to, because you can get a nigga ass up out the dormitory.
Now I think it's different
Yeah, that is different with the
It's
gang
and
mentality
the
in there.
drug, bro. When I tell you, I'm listening to the 911 calls where drones are just going in. I'm talking about Macon State Prison. Well, they have called the police today in one day 5 times by drones. Can y'all have somebody drive around for real? So then I'm looking at this and I'm looking at some of the stuff that they didn't caught up. And when I'm looking at the bomb, I'm looking at drugs. I ain't never seen in real life. I ain't never seen heroin in real life, bro. I ain't never seen a bag of meth in real life. I done seen cocaine, but even that was a limited amount. The amount of drugs that these people got going in here is it's staggering, bro. It's crazy. So then when I think about all the drugs that go into the system, and then I look at the death report and the homicide rates and the suicide rates, they on the increase. Like I ain't got the numbers for February yet, but for the month of January, bro, documented 38 people died. I can count out 6 suicides. And then you got overdoses. And you got some people they definitely not. So what I'm saying is that I'm not in there, but I can see where if a person got some drugs, and these people like to do drugs, I don't see nobody having to be raped. Seems like they'll sell their soul or they'll just
Yeah,
get too
pretty
high.
much. Exactly. So if ain't nobody raping nobody in there, that's a myth. And then what else? Let's see.
So when you tell them the truth on raping or snitching or a lot of them think that jail or prison give you some like badge of honor, like some type of
Badge of stupidity. Like, you know, when I had left Alto, I left Alto back in '94, but they sent me back in 2000 to talk to the kids. So I went back to Alto as a mentor.
okay.
So once I started dealing with them kids, you know the first film I used to show them juvenile?
What?
An old movie with Sean Penn in it called Bad Boys. You never seen that movie? You ever want to get across to some juvenile, let them see that movie there. It's some kids in juvenile. They putting the drinks and the soap in the pillowcase, busting head, and they getting raped. It's an old movie, but they showing it uncut visual.
Yeah.
So them kids looking at them like, what the hell these juveniles doing this stuff? So they always be the movie. I'd always show them kids Bad Boy with Sean Penn and back it's old movies, man, about kids and juvenile and stuff, fighting and raping and stuff like that. They're like, damn. Because they got this big misconception too about when you look at prison movies now, Aryan Nation, man, come on, a white boy don't stand a chance in prison. In Georgia,
that's in Georgia. What I'm coming to understand is different other regions like Cali or
in federal penitentiary,
federal
shit like that. But in Georgia, a white boy can barely breathe in prison.
They say they got Ghostface. They got a gang called Ghostface. That's a little different, but I'm with you.
They still can't breathe in now, dude. They still can't. But I had a lot of white homeboys. You remember Matter you hang with us?
Yeah.
I tell you, Matter all for white boy, but white boys have it the hardest in the Georgia prison system. I ain't no Aryan nations running no stuff in no Georgia prison system. Like it's wild when you see these TV shows and about the stuff like they make prison seem like dude is like. Let me give a prime example. Pan hanging out there, like I see Oprah Winfrey one time. Well, this come from the prison population. Hang your past it. She ain't never been to prison, so why would she make the statement?
Yeah, she heard somebody else say it.
But in prison in Georgia, you can't wear your pants hanging down. If your pants hanging down, the police gonna kick you in your ass, pull your pants up.
Nowadays, I don't think enough.
Yeah, back in the day, you'd have to have your clothes tucked in, your blue string had to touch your belt buckle.
Come with ass whooping.
Exactly. You had your pants down, you got kicked in the ass. When I was in the air tour, I didn't want to let your pants be hanging down. You got kicked in the ass. So it's all this. A lot of people like to talk about prison that ain't never been to prison. Right. That's what kind of messed the prison thing up about far trying to keep people from going because the wrong people was talking about it.
Yeah, there are a lot of. It's almost like a perpetual stalemate, bro. Because you've got fathers that are missing that add their stability to the household, and now you got these young men being raised by the mamas who some are bitter but want to, take care of their babies or whatnot, and it's an ongoing process. How can you stop that process? How can you at least slow it down? Because it's ongoing, bro. the majority of the people that go into prison, or even the kids that's in defense custody, the majority of these people are the ones that's ending up in these facilities.
Yeah, because they said the statistics say a single mom raising a boy is the worst. They got the best chance of going to prison to live their life wrong versus a father raising a child by himself.
No,
he got a better chance of life. And I get that because women they teach off emotion. They teach their kid off emotion just like they would do a woman. She got the boy thinking just like she would think as a woman. And that what messed them up in the long term in life.
Man, I don't know if you just realize how profound what you just said, something, bro. Most of the women, most of the kids that are raised by their mothers, they're most likely to go to jail.
Yeah. Thinking just like they talking like they mama reckless, running their mouth. They see their mama, every boyfriend she got, oh nigga, da 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 da. Yeah. And you'll see him arguing with his girlfriend. He arguing with his girlfriend. Da, da, da. He got the same emotions as his mama got.
Yeah. I can see two males arguing, but they both raised by women. It's almost like two females arguing.
Exactly.
They got firearms and stuff. Mm-hmm. But the same tendencies. So the crash out ain't far. It ain't far off because we ain't dive into our masculine side.
You get two grown men, masculine men. See, but I ain't gonna even say masculine. That's another thing black folk done came up with all this name putting tags on stuff. Masculine men and black girl magic.
I'm gonna pull some on up so I can see what it is. Like what is it? Masculine. Let me see. Masculine. I don't even know.
Alpha men and beta. Oh man, black people don't put a name on everything, and it's ridiculous.
Or alpha male. So what's the solution to all that?
Stop saying it. Because it don't make sense. Ain't a man is a man and a simp is a simp. It is what it is. So you ain't got to say no alpha male and no masculine man. You know when you're dealing with a man.
Okay, so masculine energy is supposed to be typically linked to leadership, strength, logic, assertiveness, and protection. It focuses on action, direction, and providing structure. Feminine energy is associated with intuition, nurturing, emotional intelligence, collaborate. That's why that feminine energy would be associated with emotional intelligence. I don't believe none of this shit.
That might be the black folk Google.
What?
Everything called. Go look at any social media platform and find one white person talking about they want an alpha white guy or a masculine white guy.
The thing is, you don't see no white. We just pulled up your on the other interview. We just pulled up your Instagram, bro. Your algorithm is black people.
I tell you, on my TikTok, it's most of the white people, but you don't see them talking about. Man, you know the black girl told me it was about a couple of weeks ago. Why you wear Wrangler jeans?
Oh.
Why does it matter what I wear? See, we so stuck on got to be seen, got to have this, got to have that. Like a lot of stuff black people buy just to impress the next person. They really can't afford it.
Facts. Those are facts. I just, bro, this ain't my interview, but I got, in my kitchen right now, I got 30 pair of tennis shoes. Because I was walking through the mall with my daughter the other day. I was like, man, I'm about to buy some shoes. I said, I wish you would buy some shoes, bro. You got land you need to be making payments on. And then I said, I made a deal with myself. I said, if you go home and you wash all your shoes, because upstairs I got about 50 pounds. I said, when you get through wiping them shoes, if you want a pair, we'll come back down here and get one. Bro, I done put them $200 shoes in the washer, bro. They like brand new.
Exactly.
All I need is some new socks.
That's I wear Wrangler last me long. I had some Levi before. Yeah. Once you wash them a couple of times, you turn the paper and blue. The Wranglers don't do that, dude. Yeah. You look at we stuck on the price, but look at them country singers. They make more than rapper from country singers.
Still good, their quality.
And they got them Wranglers on. They got them Lees on. Them Hush Puppies on. Yeah. Black folk we stuck on the name brand stuff. And the weirdest thing about it, a woman will go buy a pocketbook for a couple of $1,000s. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is real. How do you know it's real? We don't even know if it's real or not.